Hey guys, Vegan Cyclist here. So today I want to talk about that Felt F1. I'm going to do a full-on review because this is my current bike that I'm riding and I love it. So this is my fourth bike that I've had since 2010 when I first started cycling. I've had the Jamis Ventura, I've had the Scott CR1, I've had the Felt FC, which then had the carbon actually kind of blew up in the back rear stay. So then Felt said I could either warranty it for the FC or go with the upgraded version, the higher version, the F1, for a couple extra bucks. So I went with that. Now I have the F1. Here's my breakdown on it, and we're going to do a real quick, like 5 category, breakdown so that you know exactly if this bike is for you or not. So first off, the Felt F1 is the highest version of the F series that Felt makes. They also make an AR series, which is a more aerodynamic series. But this is a race bike, right? Race geometry, that's what it's designed for. It's designed to go out and race with it. So with that being said, let's break down the 5 categories, okay? Price, comfort, handling, weight, and looks. So 5 categories. Here's what I think of it. So I'm a self-employed family man. I don't make a lot of money, and road bikes can get really expensive really, really quick. So for me, I had to find something that wasn't really that expensive. Okay, so having the opportunity to kind of just pay a little bit extra and jump from the FC to the F1 was fantastic for me. But I think just overall, if you have to buy this like full pop, full MSRP, it's going to be a really good deal and blend between having a very high-end race bike but then also not breaking the bank. So for price, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, just because obviously it could be cheaper, right? But I think that if you're going to start going cheaper, then you're going to start reducing some of the benefits that you're going to get from it. But so out of price, 4 out of 5. Now for comfort, again, like I said, this is a full-on race bike, so it's not designed to really be that comfortable. But with that being said, it is pretty comfortable, and I've rode many hours on this bike, and I don't have any complaints. I don't have any issues. It just feels really good. The carbon is really stiff, so you're all gonna feel a lot of the bumps in the road. But for me, I haven't ridden that many bikes, I guess, but so a 4 out of 5 in comfort. Obviously it's not a 5 because you could get a bike that has full-on comfort geometry. But if you're looking for a race bike that you can also, not dread riding on the roads hours after hours, for sure, this is a great option. So 4 out of 5 on the comfort. So handling is really an important aspect of bikes that a lot of people don't think about. Really, they usually want to say like, well, is it really light? Is it really stiff? But if you can't handle the bike and you wreck, all your money could go down the drain. And I have rode, 3 other bikes, 4 other bikes, because I rode a Carrera for a little while one time. It wasn't mine. And on the descents, I really feel kind of like a head shake and just not really that confident in it. And I don't know if this is because I've just been riding more now, right? I have a lot more time on the bike than I did those other ones. But for this Felt, I can get on like full-on Peter Sagan head tube, just super tucked, and really feel comfortable. I've never felt more comfortable on a bike, especially descending. So for me, handling is going to be a 5 out of 5. I have no complaints. I can't see it being any better. I just really like this bike on how it feels when I'm cornering and descending and really putting the power down. So weight. Super important, right? If you have a heavy bike, you have to put out more power to do the same job as other bikes, right? So you really want to make sure that that your bikes are light. And with this guy, man, it's like 16 pounds without bottles, but everything on it loaded down. 16 pounds is crazy. That's so for me, this is the lightest bike that I've ridden so far. And with the special carbon weave that the F1 has, you can get a lot of stiffness and a lot of weight savings out of that pattern that they put down. So definitely, for me, 5 out of 5 on weight, for sure. So let's not forget about aesthetics, right? The way the bike looks is important. Now, for me, I really like the more aero type of look. So on this, I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 5. The carbon fiber weave on this thing is beautiful. It looks amazing. But I just feel like there's not really a whole lot about the frame geometry that sets it apart. So if I don't have the deep dish wheels on it, you wouldn't really even be able to tell that it's anything special unless you got really close and looked at the carbon pattern. So a 3 out of 5 on the way it looks, but you can do a lot to make that better, right? So my deep dish wheels that I have on it make it look a little better. The two-tone bar tape make it look really good. That seat that I have on it, oh my goodness, that seat's amazing. So but out of the box, 3 out of 5. You can improve that though if you wish. So my overall impressions of the Felt F1 is that it is pretty stiff. I'd like it to be maybe a little bit more stiff. I feel like when I really try to put down power, like in a sprint, I still feel a little bit of give, and I think that there could be some improvements there. I would like it to be a little more aero. Obviously, I didn't go for the aero option, even though Felt offers an AR option. So I guess I'm kind of asking for too much, but I really like this bike. On the hills and climbing, I feel like it just fits right in home. Like that is where it seems like this bike was just made for. So when you're getting on the climbs, when you're putting down long hours in the saddle and you need that power to be converted to the road, I mean that's fantastic. So for that, A+. I've raced this thing in P12 fields. I just raced one that was a 29 mile an hour average, so it was an extremely fast race, and I mean it holds in there right with anyone else. So I wouldn't say that I feel like I'm at a disadvantage for this bike at all. So absolutely, I would say give it 4 out of 5 stars. As an overall, just because I haven't really rode too many other bikes, so I don't really know what to compare that to. But for me, I would have really no valid complaints for that Felt F1, and would highly recommend it to someone that is trying to race competitively at a high level on a budget. So my Felt F1 has an SLK stem, SLK seat post. I've got the two-tone bar tape, the lizard skin. I've got Ultegra components. I've got a Stages left side only power meter on this guy. I race with IRT 50C wheels, full carbon clinchers. I really like these wheels a lot. I do have a Fulcrum set of wheels that I train on, and on this is a standard crank in the front with a 25/11 in the back, 11 speed. My Fulcrums are an 11/28, so when I go climbing, I would probably prefer to actually put a compact on this. So that's probably something that I'll end up doing pretty soon. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Check out my other videos. Like, subscribe. Let me know if there's something you'd like me to review that you've got maybe some questions on. And I really appreciate all the support. So share these videos, get that stuff out of here. I'd really like to do more and interview some top riders. I live by some really legit dudes, and I'd like to kind of maybe get them on here and get their advice. So guys, thanks so much. Stay tuned. Vegan Cyclist.